Heineke going deep downfield, and interception number 11 for Trevon Diggs.
The Dallas Cowboys are headed towards the 2023 NFL season with one of the best defenses I can remember in some time. A defense that ranked in the top 5 in a lot of major statistical categories, just got even better this offseason with the addition of cornerback Stephon Gilmore. The once NFL Defensive Player of the Year will be joining ball magnet Trevon Diggs, who has racked up 17 interceptions in the first 3 years of his career. So in today's video, let's take a look at how this duo is going to terrify the NFL and how they could help this defense become one of the league's best units. So let's get into it. During the 2022 season, the Cowboys were losing cornerbacks at an alarming rate. Jordan Lewis went down midway through the year with a Lisfranc injury, and Anthony Brown tore his Achilles. That left the team with little to no options on the outside. Whether you believe those players to be good or bad, those losses really hurt this defense. Dan Quinn was doing everything he could to find a lineup that was at least formidable and could hold up on the back end. The cornerback room was super leaky, and they did their best with what they had. So this offseason, a major point of emphasis was finding a second cornerback to pair with Trevon Diggs. So they traded for Colts cornerback Stephon Gilmore, who had 1 year left on his deal. And just for reference, the Colts didn't let Gilmore go because of a decline in play or anything like that. They needed that contract off the books as they are in sort of a rebuild and retooling era of the organization. So the Cowboys got a steal and a 1 year rental in Stephon Gilmore. Last season, he was one of the league's best cover corners. According to Pro Football Focus, Gilmore ranked as the 6th best cover corner in the entire NFL in 2022. He did all of that despite playing nearly 600 cover snaps throughout the season. In Indianapolis, Gilmore was the #1 guy that had to face off with opposing teams' top wide receivers week in and week out, and he still played at a super high level. In Dallas, he'll be the team's #2 guy opposite of Diggs, and if Gilmore was that dominant going against team's #1 guy, imagine what he'll look like against teams #2 and #3. I have a feeling that's going to be locked down on that side of the field. A lot of people seem to worry that Gilmore is getting too old for the cornerback position, and we may see a steep decline in play very, very soon. He is 32 years old and will turn 33 just 2 weeks into the season, which I can get behind this being a formidable argument. But based on what we saw from Gilmore last year, he still has a lot of gas left in the tank. He can still run and cover. There's always a chance that he takes a step back, but I think no matter what you get out of him, it'll be better than any other guys available or already on your roster. Now on to Trevon Diggs. Before we continue with this video, I have to tell you guys about Prize Picks, the best daily fantasy sports app that you can play in states like Texas, California, and more. It gives you a way to play on game day. All you have to do is sign up using my code DoubleMove and you will get a 100% deposit match. NBA, MLB, NHL, MLB Live, anything and everything you can imagine. But if you scroll all the way to the end, you will see season stats for all of these guys. So I'm going to choose Dak Prescott, Kirk Cousins, Jalen Hurts, and Trevor Lawrence. And personally, I think Dak Prescott has more than 4,300 passing yards this season. So we're going to put more. For Kirk Cousins, we're going to do less. Jalen Hurts, we're going to do less as well. And Trevor Lawrence, we're going to do more. Now I choose how I want to play it. A power play or a flex play, you can choose, but we're going power play for $25 to win $250. So if you want a 100% deposit match, you deposit $50. Prize Picks will give you $50. The link will be down below in the description and the top comment on this video. So head down there and check that out. Diggs didn't rack up the interceptions in 2022, but he probably had his best year as a pro. The interceptions were great in 2021, but he did allow more yards and touchdowns in coverage compared to 2022. I thought this past year he looked much better. He looked a lot more comfortable in coverage and did a great job of shutting down some of the league's best wide receivers. For example, in week 11 of 2022, Diggs held Justin Jefferson to 2 catches for 19 yards and forced 1 incompletion. A lot of people call Justin Jefferson the best wide receiver in the league. Diggs had a number of impressive games, and I expect him to be even better in 2023 with Gilmore opposite of him. Plus, he's in his 4th year year as a pro, so it feels like he can only get better at this point. I know this is a video about Diggs and Gilmore, but we have to show some love to the Cowboys' 5th round pick last year, DaRon Bland, who will probably be the Cowboys' starting slot corner in 2023. He adds another dynamic to this defensive backfield with his ability and coverage. In 2022, Bland picked up 5 interceptions and played much better than anyone could have expected. If he is back to what we saw from him his rookie year, it's going to be so much fun to watch this defensive backfield. We might be looking at a top 2 defense, Micah Parsons, DeMarcus Lawrence, Sam Williams, and Dorrance Armstrong, paired with corners that can cover and play the ball on the outside. The pairing of a dominant defensive line and these cornerbacks, they're going to complement each other very well with coverage sacks, errant throws, strip sacks. It's all going to be working together in tandem. I'm really glad the Cowboys realized they needed a strong number 2 corner with veteran experience. It should open up a lot of opportunities for everyone else. Comment down below how excited you are about this Cowboys defense. Make sure you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I love you all. Bye.